Love you too. Thanks so much for being here. So we're all excited about her new album. It comes out this Thursday, right? It's called Milestone. So tell us a little bit about it.
Sure, so Milestone is the story of the last 10 years in the music industry. It's been a wonderful journey, but I just started my own record label. I got an imprint with Caroline Capitol Records, which is a really big deal for a young black girl from Long Island, New York. So I'm putting out my own record there, and it shares the story of falling out of love with my manager, going into litigation with my manager, stopping all of that, finishing it, and then falling back in love with him, and then him putting a ring on my finger, and it's becoming that's Milestone.
Let me see the stone. How about that? Oh my God, girl, wait a minute. Come on with it, zoom in. Let me see. Oh my God. So are you ready for marriage?
Yeah.
You've been ready for a while?
Yeah, it's one of those things, I mean, you do this industry thing, you win the Grammy, you tour around the world a few times, but then the other question is, can I be a real woman who can take care of a man? And that's something that I've always wanted to be able to do like my mom did. And so it's a sentimental time, it's a exciting time, it's a time to celebrate.
See, when their voices go up like 2 or 3 octaves, you know, that's when look, they're like, and she was like, yeah, because well, good, congratulations to you. So when's the wedding day? Yeah.
We're thinking about the winter time. There's this beautiful castle in Long Island that we love, so we just booked a date. I'm gonna keep it a secret until it's time.
Okay. Let us know, please. So, on the album you have your single, you have something with Rick Ross, you've done some things with Jay-Z, obviously. Tell us a little bit about those collaborations.
Sure, so, you know, like you said, Jay-Z, Nas, Rick Ross, The Roots, Talib Kweli, The Game, 2 Chainz, just a bunch of wonderful hip-hop artists and R&B artists like Kim and Eric Benet, Music Soul Child, Robert Glasper. Like I said, it's been 10 years. It's a milestone. But this album, if you ever heard any of the gossip, and you may not have, and good for you, but it was between me and Rick Ross. We did a song called Aston Martin Music together. And after we did that, we had this little tiny falling out. It was painful, but this song, Equal, my next single, is our reconciliation. So I can't wait for you to hear our new collaboration, Equal.
You feel equal with him, so what was the conversation like to get to that point though, with Rick Ross?
Okay, you wanna know the truth?
Yeah, tell us all the dirt, girl. I'm listening, go ahead.
So I was in the studio, I was recording, and my fiance, he said something real slick, and he's a boss too, he produces, he does music for television, etc. And so, you know, he thinks he can, you know, run off at the mouth a little bit, so he did. And I'm in the booth at that time. The last time you want to run off at the mouth to me is while I am in the booth, because I'm going to write about it. So I wrote about it, and it was almost like a conversation between he and I, but I was singing it. In the middle of the song, I said, you know what, I can't do this. I don't want to put a song out where, you know, I'm having an argument with my man. So he took the song and sent it to Rick Ross. And then Rick Ross listened to the song. I guess he thought the song was about him, and it kind of was about some things he and I experienced in the past. And then he responded on the track. So it's like a triple disc record times all love. It's an interesting track.
It's so crazy how that stuff comes about. Like, you never would have known that.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
So, speaking of TV, now you were on R&B Divas, right? For a while. So, yeah, on TV1. Did y'all see her on there? And so a friend of mine, John, is over here. He said, you know what, Janine, I stopped. I didn't watch those shows because I don't like the people afterwards. And so you left that show, right? Was that one of the reasons why? Was it bringing out something in you that you didn't want people to see, or you weren't feeling good about that space? What was it?
No, it didn't bring anything out in me that I didn't want people to see, but there were things that I just didn't want to support as a black woman, and I just felt uncomfortable putting my name on something where women had, you know, those type of relationships. Now, I know that we know how to argue. Black girls, we know how to go back and forth, and I'm okay with that. But if I'm not in control of sharing the resolution publicly, then I have a problem with that. And so I didn't know how things would be resolved, and I didn't want to get into any sort of crazy thing that I couldn't share with you all. It's still all love. That was important to me.
Yeah, I can understand that. So I guess you don't have a favorite reality TV show?
Oh, but of course I do.
What would it be?
There's a few of them. I love everything with the Braxtons. So Tamar and Vince, I love the Braxtons show in general. I love to watch the Housewives of Atlanta. The truth is part of us girls just like to see ourselves on TV. So you might see something on TV, say, "Oh, honey, I gotta get that skirt," or "Oh, honey, look at her nails," or "Her hair is laid." Like, part of it is to watch the fashion and the way people act, and to see yourself in people. So that's one reason why I enjoy reality television.
Because we all do it. I do too.
Yeah.
Guilty pleasure, even though you know sometimes it's really not that healthy for you.
Yeah.